My sweet and lovely Cancers, this is your horoscope for December 2024. December set to be busy packed with astrological events, and finally last month of 2024. Now we are making some conclusions. This is a time when we reflect about all the decisions, about all the things happened during this 2024, and it's an amazing one. And the universe is also telling you to stop, to pause, to reflect. Now let's get into your December horoscope. First December, and don't forget to check your rising sign and moon sign and sun sign too, because mostly rising sign is affecting us the most, but still for some people it might be sun and moon too, depending on the time you are born. Anyhow, you will get to compare which one is actually directly speaking to you, which one is more stronger influencing your life and resonating with it. Now, first December welcomes us with new moon in your house of work, house of health. Now, new moon is a new energy there. Even if you, let's say, you know, it's a holiday season, if you're busy with the home things, decorating, but at the same time, it seems like you are busy also with work because there is a new energy there, and like your daily work, your job, and it might be also related to foreign affairs as well. So, all things related to foreign people or foreign companies or maybe clients that you're working for. And, but Saturn, planet of hard work, will be making harsh angle to that new moon and also sending harsh beams to the ruler of the new moon, to Jupiter, which somehow, will be transiting your 12th house, also house of far lands. You see, so it seems like your job sort of related to everything that is foreign, everything that is located far from you. And it seems like whether it's a client, whether it's, I don't know, a customer, or maybe your company, like headquarters located there that you work for, it seems like you might have a lot of assignments by the end of the year. Okay, it's understandable because at the end of the year, usually in company, it's a huge thing going on, like final calculations, and final counting profits and blah blah blah. All these things might be going on there, and you might need to submit a lot of reports, like year end reports and all the stuff. And here Saturn giving you quite a lot of work, Saturn being planet of work, hard work and a lot of assignments. And it seems like it's making you busy. And this new moon even further could make you busy with some job offer for some Cancers, especially those of you who are born on 30th of June, plus or minus 5 days, because it's happening at 9 degrees. And here, even if some opportunities will be coming up, I would just warn you, go for it, but still, you will have to, work hard here. A lot of responsibility will be involved there because Saturn is making that harsh angle, and it will make you to pay the price because it might also come with hefty money, but still it will, take from you your full commitment, your hard work, your time, like your hours of your life. So think twice before agreeing, and plus it's a Mercury retrograding period. It's never good to sign papers during Mercury retrograde because you will redo them. Something might be off, something might be missing, some information might be missing, or you might not like that job that you're gonna accept, I want to say. And or some things might be promised but then might not be delivered, and you might notice only afterwards. But Mars will be making amazing beam to that new moon, supporting you from your house of money. And Mars rules your house of reputation, your house of career. And as I said, even if you get that job, it seems like some job offer or some position, for example, promotion at your current company, then that one will come with money, and also influence. Your influence might rise, but at the same time, it will take up your commitment and, as I said, long hours of work. So if you need that, go for it. If you can handle that, my dear Cancers, but most of you can. Now, 7th of December, we have Mars going retrograde. Now, let me tell you here that all personal planets, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury, will go one by one retrograde up until April, mid-April 2025. Starting with Mercury last month in November, and now Mars will go retrograde. Then it goes Venus will, his lover will go retrograde, and then Jupiter is already retrograde, and also Mercury goes again retrograde. So all by one until April. And it seems like 2025, beginning 4 months of 2025, will be telling us to stop, to reflect, to pause, or to prepare things to launch after April 2025 or in summer. Because, until April, all these planets will be sleeping. They will be weak. And personal planets, they affect us directly on our daily lives. So we feel them the most. That's why, I would advise you guys not to start anything important until April. I know this sounds crazy. I know this is too long, but that's what universe is telling all of us, Now I'm preparing also your yearly horoscope 2025. Stay tuned for that. Where I will talk a lot about these personal planets. But here, let's come back to this Mars retrograding. Now, 7th of December, Mars goes retrograde, meaning slows down in your financial house, earning income house. Now, until 24th of February, almost end of February. So for 2 months. Now here, it might also give you less spendings, which is great because Mars in second house gives us this drive to buy, I want this, I want that, so sort of hunger there to buy all the things. But when it slows down, it might actually be beneficial in your case. Now, Mars, when it goes back, it will re-enter your sign, my dear Cancers, your first house, where it was back in October. Now, on 6th of January, so after a couple of days of New Year, it will enter Cancer, goes back into your sign, and it will finish its retrograde in your sign. And then it goes direct, and it needs time to regain its speed, and it will transit your sign up until, April. So you will have quite a lot of time with Mars fueling your passion, your drive. You get a second chance. It's amazing when we have Mars in our sign. It's perfect time for you to sort of, have confidence, start things, to launch things. It's amazing time. And it moves back into your second house only in April to stay there until June. You see how long this Mars is transiting because of its retrograde. This your two houses, your sign, and then your second house of money. And it all suggests that there is something that you need to accomplish there. There is something that you need to deal with. Universe's language is like this. Deal with your money situation, deal with your resources situation. And Mars gives you here power to dig up one or two resources to earn money. My dear Cancer, it gives you this hunger to earn money and also a confident edge, let's say, sort of competitive spirit here to earn money also, and also to spend it too. So here, only thing, mind your spendings, my dear Cancer. And I understand it's a festive season, but here, try to calculate where your money is going. And Mars being a ruler of your 10th house, now house of career, and here it seems like you might also, universe is telling you to reflect on which direction actually your career is going, what you're gonna do as your vocation, or what you're gonna, accomplish in life. What is your end goal, end game, let's say. So all these things might come forth, my dear Cancers. Now, second house is also about, values, what you value in life. It's not only about money, but it's about, let's say, whether it's your family, or maybe it's love, or your friendship, or maybe it's material possessions, whatever is that. Here, universe is trying to tell you something about your values, what you hold dear to your heart, like number one first. What is that like? Maybe it's the qualities, like in people, some things that needs rechange, sort of. There is restructure going on there. You might find yourself in a situation that you will be changing your values here. 7th of December, another big transit is happening. Venus, planet of love and beauty, in your financial house. Now, Venus is lover of Mars, and it's, in another financial house, which is house where money comes to you from other people or from other, let's say, places like governments or financial institution. For example, loan, like from banks, or if you're a student, then it's your scholarship, or if you're divorced, then it's alimony for your kids and for yourself, as an example. Or if it's like some sort of financial help, then it's about this financial institutions or investors money also here, or inheritance that is coming from your parents or grandparents, or some help. Also, it could be your husband's or wife's money, like family budget, that is coming into your pocket too. Now, Venus moves into your 8th house, exactly this house that I was explaining about, and it immediately meets up with Pluto. Now, newly found Pluto for the next 20 years. Now, whatever planet will be coming into your 8th house will be meeting Pluto, and Venus is the first one here. Now, Venus met Pluto in your 8th house back in February 2024, in the beginning of this year. Now, what was happening in February, whether it's a person or whether it's an event, some situation, with Pluto, it's something that you remember, something that you memorized. It's not something that you easily forget, something that was going on there, or someone that was going on there might come back around December, 7th of December, into your life. And it might be a love relationship. For example, you met someone back in February, and that person is coming back into your life, and it seems like that person has hefty money or influence, and some sort of, let's say, a rich person, some influential person by Pluto. That's a Pluto's quality, Or if it's not a love relationship, it might be like some sort of business relationship, some investor that you wanted to attract, let's say, into your business, and you've been trying whole year, or even not trying, you just forgot, but then you had this wish, let's say, and now December comes in, and that investor might approach you himself or herself, like invest into your ideas, into your business, let's say, and bring money and reputation, his or her reputation by itself. Like, you see, something is coming back. So you might reflect and you might remember and, recall what was going on in February 2024. Something which is memorable, guys. Also, 8th house is about investments. And here, if you've invested into some coins, some shares, some financial instruments, or some businesses back in February, now your investments might double or even triple. It might bring you good results, because Venus is planet of money and Pluto is also planet of big money. And their union in your money house, it's an amazing one. Seems like you are forging great fortune here. You're you might receive some money. It might be, let's say, big scholarship, or if you've applied back in February, for example, if you're a student, or it might be alimony if you've been trying to get it through court processes, or it might be investment, as I said, or some gift from your parents, some inheritance. So there is some money present coming into your life in December, around 7th of December. Now, 8th December, we have Neptune going direct in your 9th house. Now, Neptune is a slow-moving planet. It affects us more on subconscious level and, not directly into our life. So whatever from July, because Neptune went retrograde, meaning slowed down on 2nd of July, you might go back to July forecast on my YouTube channel to listen more about this retrograde. But here I would like to say, if you're interested, when Neptune goes direct, so for the last 5 months while it was retrograding in your 9th house, it seems like time to time, like in your head, there might have been some thoughts popping up about travel, about relocating somewhere else, about moving somewhere else, immigrating somewhere else, for example, or studying something new if you're a student, or could be about your studies, or could be about some legal affairs. Or if you've been dealing since July with some documents that are necessary for your immigration, for citizenship, or your residential status, or to moving somewhere, traveling somewhere, or some legal documents like appealing some decisions, or I don't know, waiting for court decision or whatever, it might be now moving forward. Finally, when Neptune goes direct on 8th of December, you might finally hear back from those governmental instances, like places, about your case, or about your visa, or about your citizenship, or about those travel plans and whatever related to that area of your life, or about education. If you've been applying and trying to enter university, since back, like, I don't know, or preparing to do so from July, now you've got all the documents. Now you have all the package to finally apply. Seems like, here Neptune goes direct and all those things moving forward. And it's mostly also, as I said, subconscious level. Now you are more ready and know the direction where you want to take in this part of your life, where you're going to go, this sort of things. 15th of December, another big day. We have full moon happening in your 12th house, most secretive house, most hidden house of horoscope. Now, 23 degrees it will be hitting, meaning those of you who are born 14th of July will be affected the most by this full moon. Now, full moons are all about conclusion, or they are putting some attention there, some light into some situation there. And it's all about past. 12th house is the last house in our natal chart, and it's about past. And everything which is hidden, everything that we do in solitude, behind doors, when no one sees us. Also, it's about far lands, somewhere very far, somewhere very secluded, where you are alone, like limited. For example, islands, as an example, or also those, places where there is less movement, like I don't know, prisons or hospitals, or military service, something which has restrictions, with rules. It could be also your company where there is strict rules of how to handle yourself and all the stuff. Now, full moon here, finishing something there. So it seems like it's releasing you. And it's amazing one to have it in December, because you are getting released from something or from someone in your life. You are living your past. Finally, you are letting go something here, or also 12 houses, house of secrets. In here, some of your secrets might come see a light. So take care on that. And, because Neptune will be also involved in this full moon, everything will be confusing. Everything sort of will not be so much clear and understandable, because whatever Mercury touch, it makes it foggy, fuzzy. Everything is, let's say, very low visibility there to the situation or to the person, what's happening there around this full moon in your life. Now, 12 houses, I said, far lands house. It might be also travel happening around 15th of December. You might travel back home, somewhere very far, somewhere that you know very well, like home. Maybe you are traveling to your to these festive holidays, as an example. It might take place exactly around this 15th of December, plus or minus 5 days. And because Neptune is exactly in your travel house, and full moon is happening in far lands house. So here, a lot of you guys might be traveling as well. Or you might decide to spend a holiday somewhere on a luxury place in Ireland, as an example, or somewhere where you rest, sort of be private, be alone. Because 12th house is exactly where we crave for privacy, where we alone, and maybe it's a hotel, like to stay in a hotel, for example. Could be that. Or also it's about spirituality, all those mystical subjects like astrology, subconscious mind. You might let's say decide to have some studies or sessions or to actually study these areas like astrology, psychology, numeral, I don't know, whatever related to this spirituality thing, you might be heavily invested. Now, Mercury, ruler of this full moon, will receive positive beams from Mars, planet of action and motivation, in your financial house. And Mercury will be transiting your house of work, and it's retrograding, and it seems like there's something related to past. You might hear from someone like your ex-colleague or ex-manager, let's say, but it's more like a positive contact could be there. And or there might be some sort of opportunity to earn money. There might be a collaboration or some job offer there, which is not long term, but then some sort of service job, and where you can earn money also, and which is not long term, but at the same time, it's coming from a person that you know very well, with whom you worked before, as an example here. Now, 15th of December, this Mercury, planet of communication, commerce, and trade, finally goes direct also, which is retrograding in sixth house, as I said, finally, because Mercury, avoid 15th of December of signing contract, because Mercury is the planet of signing contracts, especially if it's work related, because Mercury is notorious. It's very famous for, when when it goes direct and it goes retrograde, those days are the most critical ones, and everything can go wrong and messy. So 15th of December, no signing papers, better to postpone until 16th of December, at least next day. At best, next year in January, because Mercury also has shadow period, my dear Cancers. Like, it needs time, to regain its power, its speed, its clarity, and the power of clarity to sign papers, to have the right deal, right sort of conditions, and all the stuff. Now, Mercury is going in your sixth house, so it's a house of work. It seems like whole December you've been busy with your work, even if you've been, let's say, preparing for festives. But here it's going direct, and finally, seems like you sorted out all the things that you needed to sort it out, because universe was telling you to deal with those piled up work at your desk, which was coming, I don't know, already from long time, and you've been postponing it, let's say. But now, after this December, after this Mercury went retrograde in your sixth house, you've been dealing all those things, and finally, now your desk is clear, and now you're gonna have more power and more assignments, new assignments, not past assignments, coming into you, my dear Cancers here. And also, it's about health. Here you might also decide to visit a doctor or to see a doctor to deal with your health situation around 15th of December. Now, let's talk about 30th of December, almost New Year's Eve, and we will have gift from universe. It's amazing one. It's a new moon in your seventh house. Now, new moon is about new energy, and this new moon is a sugar sweet, my dear Cancers. It's amazing one. I can't wait to tell you all about this. 30th of December, new moon is happening in your house of committed love partnerships, and also business partnerships too. Now, those of you who are born 30th of June, plus or minus 5 days, will be affected the most. This new moon will be speaking directly to you guys. And Saturn, planet of work and hard work and responsibilities, also will make amazing support to this new moon. And it's a new moon's ruler. Being a new moon's ruler, making support, it's perfect one. Now here, seems like there is a new deal on your table, which is lucrative. Let me tell you this, either it's business or it could be love, commitment. It might be a proposal here happening around 30th of December. In some parts of the world, it might be 31st of December as a surprise. And I'm so happy for you guys. If it's a love, if it's a love thing. Now, for some of you, it might be business thing. Then this around 30th of December, you might attract to yourself a foreign client or foreign investor or foreign business partner with whom you're gonna make a agreement, to sign agreement, some new energy there, for your partnership house, because seventh house rules all sorts of contractual agreements. And this one has power for you to this agreement to stay for a long time and have responsibility there. And also, let's say, long-term results might be coming in if you do this around this new moon. And the message of this new moon is amazing. It could be your, if it's not your situation, if you say nothing's happening in my life, it could be about your spouse, like your husband or wife situation, that they might make a deal with someone who is a foreigner, or someone like, let's say, some company like offering a job offer, let's say, for relocation package somewhere else, because the headquarters are located abroad, let's say. This is as an example. It could be some news coming into your committed partner's life that will affect you also in a very positive way. So here, don't forget that it's either your situation or either your business partners, or in love, partners in love who are in marriage, let's say, your husband or your wife situation could be getting improved in a perfect, amazing way. So I'm so happy for you about this new moon, my dear Cancers. Now, this is exactly magical new moon. Gift from 2024 saying goodbye to us, and also gift from universe to start this new year on amazing energy. 2025, Now, this was your horoscope for December, and stay tuned for your yearly horoscope 2025, which I'm already making, and it's coming up soon. Wish you amazing magical holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Love you all. Bye bye.